Hi, I'm attorney John Bryan, and I represent Dustin Elswick. And Dustin is the guy who lived in the house in that video that you may have seen where the deputies who were not wearing uniforms in Putnam County um, searched the inside of his house, the really creepy search video. So Dustin's my client in that case, and we're looking forward to moving that case along. So I thought I'd post kind of an update video with some of the information that we've learned and some pictures and information that was not posted in the first video. So the first part of the video, and it's all time-stamped, shows, if you look up towards the top of the field that's in the view, you'll see the white truck coming in. And that's one of the police officers' vehicles, and you'll see that there are also other vehicles. But first, take a look at this. This is the gate that they had to get through to even drive up the driveway. And there's the lock they cut to open the gate. And if you look back at your screen, look in your lower left, see the truck? There goes the truck. And if you look very closely, you'll see the black vehicle going by? That's an unmarked Putnam County police cruiser, Ford Explorer. And if you look carefully, you'll see a second black Ford Explorer police cruiser. And it should be coming it's right there, see it? So we have the white truck, we have two Putnam County Sheriff's Department black police cruisers. And so how'd they get in the house? They crossed the creek, they park, and they climbed in the window. And here you can see exactly where they climbed in the window. That's from the outside. And this is how it looked from the inside. They pushed out the window unit, and it had a window mount. And this is the same video. This is sped up a little bit, but this is what they were doing inside. They're searching the house, they're looking for drugs, they're looking at drawers. And that's when, this guy, he finds Dustin's friend's ashes. And he shakes him, he smells him, he looks at him, and he ultimately performs a field drug test. And it doesn't come back as drugs because it's not drugs, it's ashes. And so he just throws it on the ground, and that's where Dustin finds it, with bits of his friend's bones still in the drug test kit. Now this is an important part of the video. There we see Mr. SWAT team walking across the bridge. He's got the vest on, says sheriff, he's got all his tactical gear. But what's really important is watch the end of this, because this is the actual moment that the video camera had its wires cut. Now watch, you'll see it freezes as right there. That's the moment that the wires were actually cut on this camera. And that's the guy, we believe, who was on the bridge, all prepared for his work. And there is that camera that was cut exactly how it was found. And as you see, we saw the moment it was cut, and luckily for Mr. SWAT team, we can prove that he wasn't the one who cut the cords on the camera, because you can see him at the time the cords were cut, and he was on the bridge. But here they are again. They're searching the inside, and they're looking. They're basically looking everywhere. And since I originally uploaded the first video, we've had dozens and dozens and dozens of other people call who've had experiences with the sheriff's department or with these same groups of guys. And we will be representing some of them in claims against the county, claims against these individuals. It does look like there is a pattern of their behavior here from what we've heard so far. But a lot of people have given complaints to us that have very similar stories of these guys coming in their house, and while they're there with no warrant and no permission to enter the house, and then when they get in there, they look all intimidating. They're not wearing uniforms. Sometimes they have guns out, and they try to intimidate somebody who's in the house, or the kid that's there, to give up his bag of pot, whatever, or try to tell him who he bought it from. And when they leave, they take things with them, such as money, or whatever little bit of pot they found, or guns even. So very concerning allegations, and we're looking into all of them. If you have any information, obviously let us know. Here towards the end of the video, again, if you look at the very top, you see one of the police cruisers leaving. And then there's the white truck leaving. And I'm not sure if you can see the third one leaving or not. But yeah, there's the second police cruiser. So one truck, two police cruisers, no doubt about it, caught on that video. And that camera was out of reach. No one would have seen it there. So why were they there? Well, this is what they showed up with right here. It's a petition for summary relief, wrongful occupation of residential property. So it's an eviction lawsuit. So this is just the summons. You can see, for some reason, they said Brett Payne, the county process server, served it. But here's the result. It never went to court, was settled out of court. So there never was an eviction. We know that. This is how they left the house. They pulled Dustin's guns out of the closet. They pulled his AR out. They photographed them. And that's just how they left it. And what you didn't know from the earlier video is you see the person walking down towards the bridge. Well, there were two people who confronted them there, who caught them at the scene. And that person right there, I believe that you'll see, is Dustin's mother. So people saw that all these cars were at his house, and they called Dustin, and Dustin was at work because he works, and he called his mother and asked her to go to his house to see what was going on. So she confronted them at the scene. That's when they stopped her. They would not let her go to his house, and they gave her the paperwork that they were there to supposedly serve, and that's what I just put on the screen. So she kind of caught them in the act, and they had just left, and you can see her cross the bridge because she couldn't drive across it, and that's when she went and took the pictures of how they left the window they climbed through, the guns, and everything else. So if you have any other information, check out our website, civilrightslawyer.com, where we post the updates to the case. And please give us a call. The number to the office is 304-772-4999 if you have any information or if you have personal experiences with this group of guys.